There better be some real nifty health items around here somewhere. Now is the time you just decide not to throw a million health items at me anymore. No, you're putting you down fast. Oh no! They're so insightful. We thought of everything. Haha! You thought I would just trigger that, didn't you? But I'm too smart for you. It didn't do anything, and it didn't even blow up the health item. And I gotta listen to this, whatever this thing is. Whatever this noise is, constantly in my left ear. Did I just come from this way? Really making good use of those reused assets, I guess. I hate how this has become just... Like, it was fine when I was just facing off against zombies and I was shotgunning them and they were doing sweet flips. But now it's like almost just like a regular... It's almost just like too many guys with guns. That's always the worst enemy in these kinds of games. Oh, this is kind of neat. It's always... In a horror game, usually the guy with the gun is just the worst enemy. Because you get so used to fighting just... You were nowhere near me. Yeah, do a pretty ballerina spin. I was getting ready to meet that ballerina guy. Are you him? Like, good idea. Bravo. Bravo, guys. But the execution. The idea was there. But the execution leaves something to be desired. Can I get that? I should be able to get that. No. No. Oh, I hear a moron. No, it's just the radio. Going the wrong way, friend. More health. I think I need that. Ah, now here's the sewer level I was looking for. Not quite yet. I want to do a bit more exploring. I have a feeling that there's some really neat stuff around here somewhere. It's finally reached that point. Oh, they do work. Is this gonna be... Oh, wow, can't climb up these. My feet are too tiny and weak. Why are these all going down anyway? Shouldn't some of these go up? Hold on. To the station personnel. Escalator power supply can be turned off at the auxiliary station. Access the stop station from the later passion now. Okay. I can do it. I'm game. Why are all those going down anyway? Shouldn't one be going up? I don't know many metro stations where it's just one way. Oh, that box opens. I didn't put anything inside it. Really? That was it? I just had to walk down here and pull one lever? That's kind of lame. Like, I mean, you took the time to make this spooky little alcove out here. Every time I hear that, I get my hopes up. I'm like, oh, is that a fireman? I love those fireman guys. But no, every time It's just one of you guys. One of you stupid nail gun dudes. And look. Oh no! I have too many nails. Whatever is a boy to do. There we go. That'll do it. So yeah, remember all those times where I'm like, oh yeah, this reminds me of Half-Life. Well, it turns out Half-Life came out a year before this game. Isn't that curious? Oh, there are many of you. Oh no, I'm backed into a corner. Oh, they bob and weave, and they weave and bob. So just every time I said, hey, this reminds me of Half-Life, because I thought this game came out in 2005, it turns out that's probably for a very good reason. They probably copied Half-Life. I mean, it was probably like when I see this kind of stuff in this game, it doesn't seem the kind of thing like, oh, we're gonna trick everyone with our game. Everybody's gonna think it's like Half-Life, because that probably wasn't it. I'll just admit it. Just sparks. This magical pixie right here is it gonna hurt me? No, I can just frolic among the sparks. Like, it doesn't seem like they were trying to be like they're trying to trick anyone or anything. It seems like they just didn't really know what they were doing. Like, they put the work in. They worked on this for 3 years. They developed their own engine. They didn't skimp on the work. It was just the actual game that they... Okay, I'm not saying they didn't skimp on the work. They made a physics engine. They worked very hard on making an engine for this game. It works fine. There's no, like, slowdown or anything. This thing with the mouse is kind of awful, but that's just because of the resolution. Like, they put the work in for that. But when they came to actually developing the game, they were probably behind schedule and just kind of skimped on all the polish. Like, you can see it with, like, missing textures in all these different places. Half-finished levels. And just some of these enemy models. Like, you can tell they thought about it with, like this guy, he's definitely not copied from anywhere. This cryogenically frozen grandpa of yore, that was their own idea. They had an idea there, and they used it. Same thing with the fireman. I don't really think that was like a pyro ripoff. I think it was like, hey, look at this old Soviet, like, fireman's costume. Isn't this neat? We could work this into an enemy design, probably. And that was pretty much all there was to it. Stop it. You're shooting me through that box. You're shooting me through that box. But what do I know? Really got hung up on that. I didn't. When's the last save? When's the last save? I let my guard down for a second, and now I'm gonna pay for it. Like that nurse idea. That nurse, that is just... Oh, I'm back here. Oh, God, I'm back to the beginning. Speedrun strings. Back with it. I'm getting back to where I was, and then I'm calling it a day. I'm beating this level, and then I'm done. Okay, they actually animated his chest moving like that. Okay, that's all right. I even kind of like the way this guy reacts to being shot, in that he doesn't. That's okay. He just kind of like shudders back and forth. That's fine. That's fine. I like that. Now I actually stop and shut up for a minute. I'm back, by the way. The ambiance in this game, not bad. Are you serious right now? Like the sound and everything, some of the music, it's okay. It seems like the kind of game I'll go back 2 years from now saying, oh, I don't remember it being that bad. But then I'll remember like instantly and probably finish the game anyway. So that's just me. He made the same sound at the same time because both your nails were going through. Whatever this sound is, I don't like it. Hear that? There's some kind of mysterious whispering. And that's only after I turned up the volume. I did that intentionally. Just like you to know that. What was that? I think they're saying thanks for visiting our beautiful metro. What was I talking about when I was over here? Oh yeah. I was saying how it didn't seem like these guys were mean or anything. Oh, he could. Fireman. You were my ace in the hole. You were the man I was rooting for. But you let me down in the end. Man, boy ever did they make a good physics engine. I like this. Boy, hey howdy hey, you guys made some fine physics. But yeah, I was saying before, it didn't really seem like they were trying to rip anyone off or anything. It seemed like they genuinely wanted to make a good game, and they just kind of took from what they saw. They basically, I imagine went something along the lines of, hey, isn't this enemy in this game great? They're like, yeah, what if we made an enemy like that? And then they did that. They probably didn't realize it was wrong or anything. They're just like, oh, this is really cool. This would be great in our game. I like this design. And that was all there was to it. Like, I mean, these characters are animated competently. The ambiance is nice. The worlds, for the most part, some of them are interesting. I'm kind of getting sick of city level. This frog dude can go burn in hell. Like, you could tell there were some people working on this who genuinely wanted to make a good game. Or maybe, who knows. They genuinely were interested in this setting. Like, if you want to make, like, a generic, awful horror game, you don't just jump to Soviet Russia, even if you're from, you know, the USSR. Like, think about, like, all those terrible horror games you played on Unity or something. Think about how basic they were. Think about how it was just... You're in a sewer, or you're in a tunnel, you're underground, you're in the forest at night and it's spooky. Like that's what kind of drew me to this game, because I'm like, it looks like they put some effort in. It looks like they wanted this game to be good, and I just wanted to see, like, how could they fail so bad to get 1.5s and scores like that? I was so curious. Oh, looks like we're going for a ride. And if this is the end of the level, I think I might call it. This is nice. Oh, one more cutscene to send us off. Is there going to be a boat level? Oh. So it appears that we're just following the story of this one kid. He did a pull-up. That seems impractical. I mean, on a windy day, that would be blowing all over the place. What is this? What is this kid going to school? I love flies, and flies love me! Okay. I get it now. This kid has some psychic powers. That's what's going on. That's what the thing with the puppy was. And now he's in college. Whoa. And he just solved math. Look at all those integrals. I know. Everything. Decimals and coordinates and places and placeholders. Everything. Oh, what? So he's super smart, too. He's psychic. Who is this strange, bug-eyed boy? This face of a generation. I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode. Thanks for that. Goodbye, y'all.